So, hi guys, and welcome back to another episode in which we are going to experiment a little bit with the drivers here. And if you can see, 86 rated Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen is 92 rated, and Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Charles Leclerc. But what happens? What happens if all of them goes to zero? So, guys, this is what we are going to do this race. Well, this episode of another experiment video in which we are going to see what happens if every single one of these guys are zero rated. So let's go into the first race.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
So obviously guys, since they are zero rated, they are more prone to these kinds of things, crashing, touching each other, and this might actually gets us some new crashes and some new race winners and might be championship rivals. And let's see, Charles Leclerc just went in the McLaren, and this is what I'm saying guys. At the end of the first race, Max Verstappen obviously wins, Carlos Sainz gets P2, and Charles Leclerc has a penalty because he went behind Lando Norris's car. So second race, Saudi Arabia, Charles Leclerc wins, Oscar Piastri into P2, which makes sense. But look at that, Daniel Ricciardo and Kevin Magnussen out of the race. And guys, this is the thing that's going to happen, and we are going to see what happens with the zero rated drivers right now. Obviously Max Verstappen wins Australia, but guys, this is just the start of the season. The craziness that has happened in this season, I am telling you, just keep on watching and you will see. So first of all, and obviously Carlos Sainz gets P2 in the driver standings now. Max Verstappen goes to P1. And now let's see the constructor. Red Bull is in first, and finally Japanese GP Sergio Perez wins it. And Max Verstappen obviously second, but he was 30 second behind Sergio Perez. And our team with Amaury Cordeel, he get P9, and the other one, Correa, gets P20. Obviously guys, this is the amazing thing that's happening. And look at that, Sergio Perez gains 3 position. And into Chinese GP, Max Verstappen wins, and look at that, Fernando Alonso gains 14 position. This will keep on happening because look at that, Max Verstappen wins it by 30 seconds, and everyone was lapped. Other than the top 5, every single one was lapped. And Max Verstappen again wins it, but they are still, look at that, everyone is still zero rated. Nothing has changed obviously. It will keep on happening, but in Miami GP, Daniel Ricciardo wins it guys with the fastest lap and 31 seconds to Kevin Magnussen. This is what I'm saying guys. This is what I'm saying. Lando Norris goes to P18 and Max Verstappen to P6. This is the thing that's happening because look at that. Lewis Hamilton gets P4 and he was a lap down. And Kevin Magnussen got P2. That's what I'm saying guys. These kinds of things, so much craziness will keep on happening. So, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, and Daniel Ricciardo has won it again. And he has lapped till P4. This is the thing guys, because everyone is zero rated, there are so many crashes and so many mistakes these drivers do, that if a driver who gets lucky and do not do any mistake, he wins it. And Sergio Perez this time wins it in Monaco obviously, and Max Verstappen into P3. And let's see what has happened to Kevin Magnussen. He gets some good push, and look at that, Daniel Ricciardo after winning 2 consecutively race, and he goes to P13 with 2 laps down. This is what I'm saying guys, so many crazy things can happen, and Sergio Perez is catching up to Max Verstappen. So let's see. And Canadian GP, Cordeel wins it. He gains 17 position, and I don't know how has that happened. Yuki Tsunoda gets P3, and even Juan Manuel Correa, he even gets P5. So I don't know what to say. We have done something crazy here. Obviously, even putting on the newer engine helps here. And in this race, obviously, I fixed everything. They had the setup, the race pace, the extra pit stop everyone was doing, I removed that. And because we removed the extra pit stop, Cordeal won this race. So let's see. Max Verstappen in P1. Obviously, Sergio Perez does not gain any points, and we go P8. And let's go down a little and let's see. Okay, so Correa goes P16 and Correa goes Cordeal goes P11. And let's see Spanish GP. Cordeal gets P2 again. And Lando Norris gets P1. And Fernando Alonso P4. Yuki P8 and Correa obviously losing a lot of time, and Max Verstappen is out of the race, and even Carlos Sainz is too. And Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen does not gain any points, but Fernando Alonso and Lando Norris do. So the craziness keeps on happening in this race, and let's see. Austrian GP obviously a sprint race, and look at that guys, 24 laps, and Carlos Sainz was able to gain 15 position. This can never happen in a real race. The only reason this is happening in a sprint race is because they are zero rated. And Austrian GP, Lando Norris wins, Fernando Alonso gets P2, and look at that. This time everyone was so close, though Logan Sargent was lapped 4 times and Sergio Perez is out of the race. And Max Verstappen gains some points on Sergio Perez, and Lando Norris gained 30 points on all of them, and he is now P2, and Max Verstappen in the British GP wins it again, and we get P7 with Cordeal. Cordeal goes to P9, Max Verstappen is in P1, and Sergio Perez goes to P2. Lando Norris is out of this race. And Hungary, Daniel Ricciardo shows again that he has the pace, and Fernando Alonso in P2. I don't know what's happening. This is the third race. Daniel has won, and Sergio Perez has not gained any points. So what the thing is because they make so many mistakes, they are not able to do. And Belgian GP in Spa, Charles Leclerc wins, and Correa gets P3. 27 seconds behind, and look at that, almost everyone was lapped, and Carlos Sainz and Oscar Piastri was DNF'd out of the race. And Daniel Ricciardo wins, gets P5. I don't know how is this happening. Obviously these guys' car aren't really that good. So that's what I'm saying. And after the summer break, Lando Norris gets P1, Max Verstappen P3, Correa. The car is, even our car isn't really that good, and even after that guys, we are able to win and get some points here. And Sergio Perez gets some points. Max Verstappen obviously outscores him, but in the Monza GP, 7 seconds in front of Charles Leclerc, Perez wins, and Max Verstappen obviously gains 4 position into P3. And look at that guys, Mercedes, George Russell loses 17 points. This is because obviously he must have had a crash. So let's see the drivers. Max Verstappen loses some points here, and in Baku, Max Verstappen again gains some points, but Carlos Sainz wins it with 5-second lead. So now it's going again a little lower on the lead with the crazy amount of lead we have seen in the past races with, Daniel Ricciardo. He is the only one who did that, and Max Verstappen has been lapped. Sergio Perez lapped the whole field, guys. He was 3 seconds faster than these guys. His fastest lap was 3 seconds faster. He must have pit at the end to get a fastest lap, otherwise I don't get. He was able to, I guess, score some points, and this is because guys, and USGP, Nico Hülkenberg wins, and Nico Hülkenberg and Sergio Perez almost lapped the whole field, and Nico Hülkenberg again wins it in the USGP main race, and they have lapped everyone till P4. And I think guys, it's because obviously you have, if you have no crashes in the whole race, this is the thing that can happen. And Nico Hülkenberg again wins it in Mexican GP, and Sergio Perez goes P2, and everyone was lapped twice. So Max Verstappen has been overtaken by Sergio Perez. That's crazy. We go P12, and let's see Sergio Perez. Obviously this is the thing that's happening, and even Daniel Ricciardo has 120 points. Oscar Piastri is also up, and Oscar Piastri wins the Sao Paulo sprint race, and Correa gets P4. And let's see, in the main race, Charles Leclerc wins it, and Sergio Perez has scored more points than Max Verstappen. So can Sergio Perez actually win this race? We will have to see. Obviously, Correa also gained 11th position, and look at that, 15 points for the whole weekend and 6 points for Max Verstappen. That's not really a good news for him. Not really a good news. So let's see, Red Bull have gained, well, I think Red Bull is going to win, and Fernando Alonso in Las Vegas by 20 seconds wins it. And Correa gets P4 with 16 position gain and 14 position gained by Cordil. So I guess this is the thing, guys. If you make, and look at that, Max Verstappen, he started from P2 and went P22. This is the craziness, guys. This is the craziness what I'm talking about. And 18 points gained by Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez, I think, has a good chance of getting P1, and Fernando Alonso is also doing craziness. And in Qatar sprint race, Sergio Perez wins it, and Max Verstappen into P5, and Sergio Perez wins it by 22 points. So into the main race of Qatar GP, and as you can see, Red Bull has won the constructor. It does not matter, but Lance Stroll wins it, guys. Lance Stroll by 4 seconds to Sergio Perez wins the Qatar GP, and this is the guys, this is the craziness that happens sometimes. Obviously, I think the more craziness was Nico Hülkenberg lapping the whole field, but this is as crazy as that. So last race,
always,
Abu
there will be
Dhabi,
lots to talk
and
about after that.
let's see the results. Carlos Sainz wins it by 17 points, and Aston Martin gets P2, P3. Max Verstappen gains 16 position into P6, but Sergio Perez has won the drivers' standings here. Well, drivers' championship with 4 wins and 12 podiums, guys. Only 2 DNFs and 1 sprint wins, 6 pole positions, and 8 fastest lap. And Charles Leclerc, look at that, guys. Nico Hülkenberg gets P10 with 117 points, and this never happens because look at that, even Kevin Magnussen got 2 podiums here, and Correa did not get a win, but Cordil got 1 win and 2 podiums. And obviously, look at that, till P12, I think that was everyone scored more than 100 points. This actually, I think, never happens in real life. And Fernando Alonso also won, Lance Stroll won, and Ricardo, I don't know how, he got little bit lucky with the strategy, won 3 races, and Nico Hülkenberg won 2. Let's see, Hamilton wasn't able to do anything. 1 win for Cordil, and let's see if there are any differences. And I think the constructor is looking more or less the same, but look at that, we scored 149 points. And Alpine scored only 9, which is actually amazing, guys, considering they are the last on the race pace, and on the, well, outright pace, they are the last. So guys, I mean, it's amazing to see. And if you are enjoying these kinds of videos, please like and subscribe, and tell me your feedback if you want me to change anything, and I'll see you for the next one.